Okay, so the first two cards for UFC, the Paramount year has been announced, and surprise, it's some crazy fights that no one really asked for. But we got them anyway. So first off, we have Gaethje Pimlet. Oh, that may be better. Okay, I'm actually there. We go. Okay, Gaethje Pimlet, interim lightweight belt. I'm not sure how anyone else feels about this. I don't love it. It's a fun fight. Ilya, of course, going through a nasty divorce, which is why he's not going to be fighting earlier this year. I do think Armin should have gotten it. It should have been Armin Gaethje, Armin Pimlet, anything other than Gaethje Pimlet. But it's gonna be a fun fight. I guess Armin, you just say good luck. I don't know. I don't care. I'd probably have Pimlet to win this. Patty would probably win this. I could see maybe like a. I don't know. Gaethje's tough, but he's old. Is the thing. Takes a lot of damage. I think Pimlet may be too long and rangy for him. So I think I may say Pimlet TKO or submission for that. But that's the main event for 324, January 24th. The co-main, another. This is men's bantamweight. I don't know why. Yeah, it's bantam. This is the men's bantamweight division. Two men going at it. Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes. I'm gonna go with Harrison just because of how much ease she took out Pena. She just seems to muscle around and be decent enough in the striking where she can get to where she wants. So I'd go with Harrison for that. But that'll be that. I mean, I think that's a good co-main. That's probably the best women's co-main uh, ever that'll ever happen because those are just two men. But up next, O'Malley versus Song Yadong. All right, this is tough. I think I may choose O'Malley. Song Yadong was not looking too good against Henry Cejudo. Uh, I was not impressed with this Henry Cejudo, like how it looked. I know he won via an eye poke stoppage, but they won't do that with O'Malley. If Song Yadong gets anywhere near O'Malley's eyes, that's a point instantly. So probably O'Malley decision. I could see O'Malley. I don't know. Song Yadong has a good chin though. He can stay in there, but I could see O'Malley decision. This is probably a three rounder. Yeah, this is a three rounder. This is the feature fight. Yeah, O'Malley decision. This is what I'd probably go for that. Up next, we have Cortez Acosta Waldo versus Lewis. Now, I know Waldo's been going crazy. Salsa Boy's knocking out people left and right, but Lewis may be too much for him. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Is the fact that he got caught by Ante Delija. I know it was an eye poke first, but he did get caught beforehand a little bit too. And Sergey Pavlovich, if you take it slow, you can beat him. This is going to be close. I'd probably go with Waldo right now, but I may switch to Lewis. I don't know. It's going to probably be like around one or two knockout though, unless Waldo tries to take it slow this time. Because that's how he kind of did it with Pavlovich, where he took it slow. He was scared of Pavlovich's power, so he just lost the decision. He may do the same thing with Lewis, where he just loses a decision. I don't know, but I kind of trust Lewis. So you know what, Lewis? We go with Derek Lewis right now. That's what I'm thinking on the fly. Okay. What's next? Also for UFC 324, Alan Silva. Insane. So Arnold Allen was saying that he's going up to lightweight, but he's staying at featherweight, I guess. I don't know why Gene Silva's getting this matchup. He's fighting up the rankings two times in a row. He lost to Diego Lopez, which we'll go over Diego Lopez later, but he lost to him. Now he gets another shot up the rankings, kind of insane, in my opinion. But I think I'd probably go with Silva for this. I think I'd choose Gene Silva. Arnold Allen's just too damageable. I feel like he's too hittable. And Gene Silva finds some nasty shots. So I think maybe like a TKO finish, but probably a decision maybe. I think he could lose a decision. If Gene Silva learns from the Diego Lopez match, I think he'll win a decision. I hope. I hope he learns. Because he's good. But I think I'd go with Gene Silva. Decision over Arnold Allen. What's next? Another crazy fight. Alexa Grasso, Rose Namajunas. I think I'd go with Grasso. I don't know. Maybe Rose. I'm being probably actually Rose. I think she can muscle her around. A little bit more technical with the striking. She's looked better recently, technically. I mean, Grasso did nothing against Natalia Silva. And I know Natalia Silva's top level, but I don't know. I just don't trust her. If I'm being honest, I just don't trust her. So, there's that. What else is there? Where's the other one? Nope. So, we have all that. Now we have UFC 325. Volkanovski Lopez 2. I don't know what they think they're doing. Lopez is off of a 1-fight win streak. He beat Gene Silva, who was he wasn't even top 10. He was number 12. I think he was like, I don't know. Maybe he was 10, but I think he was like 11 or something. And the only reason I think they did this is because Yair is sitting on his butt saying, I'll only fight for a title. Evloev sitting on his butt saying, I'll only fight for a title. Murphy's probably sitting on his butt saying, I'll only fight for a title. And Lopez is saying, I'll fight anybody. And he's Mexican, so they love me. The UFC loves some Mexicans, all right? They don't have UFC Noche every year for no reason, all right? They want a Mexican champion. They want that audience. They're going to give it... I think I'd pick Lopez. I know he lost the first one, and he didn't adjust. But I would trust him in this second round, because you just have to... Surviving Lopez for 25 minutes is impressive. I don't know if he can survive Lopez for 50 minutes. That's a lot to ask for. And it's going to be sad, because it's in Sydney. It's in Sydney. It's the second Paramount card of the year. I just think I'd choose Lopez, dude. Knockout like late rounds. Maybe a round 3 knockout. I don't know. But that's my picks for that. I want to go over some other stuff too. So first off, Lerone. Let's see. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, I can. Go over some tweets now. So Lerone Murphy says, missing the opportunity to fight one of the featherweight goats is what hurts me the most. It's not about who's the best anymore. It's about who's more popular. And saying, what, a few thousand followers more gets you. You should be you. Do you know when you're fighting? It's going to fight every month now, Kevin Holland style, which is true. Fighting more gets you more opportunities. Not declining fights get you more opportunities. Evloev. It's just, I think they just chose Lopez because the top 3 guys who could have gotten a title shot were being annoying. And Lopez is there to fight. And he's Mexican. So, there's that. There's also this one. Okay. This is ruining my point. Okay, I may not get this. Basically, it's just saying, this is Dana White. It was a video of Dana White saying why Ilya isn't fighting in January and why it's an interim belt. That's because of the divorce. It's a nasty divorce, apparently. He may lose custody of his kids. So yeah, Ilya's going to go through some personal stuff, so he won't be fighting this year. That's why it's the interim belt. Evloev, Lerone Murphy, I will give you the opportunity to fight number 1 contender. Tell your people you're ready to fight me on the same card as the championship. Okay? So that's a little call out for Evloev. They lost their shot, so they're trying to get it back. I like that. Book Evloev Murphy on the same card. Have it as the feature fight. Co-main. Would be a good co-main. If you don't want another belt, you try and see if JDM, he took 0 damage. You try and get JDM back on that card. Try and get him back in the spotlight. Get him going again. Alright? I don't know who. Maybe Usman. If you really want that Usman fight, you can run an Usman and you can see how good JDM's gotten against a grappler. Or if you just want a fun fight, you do like Usman JDM Protest or something. I don't know. Maybe JDM Morales if you want like a fun fight, but realistically to show his growth, you do like JDM Usman on that same card. Or maybe not. Maybe you do like you could do Strickland Hernandez on this card as the co-main. Is that co-main worthy? Probably. It's probably co-main worthy. It's Strickland. It's a big name. He likes Australia. Strickland Hernandez. Strickland Fluffy would be a good co-main for 325 too. Those are just 2 options. Also, I've seen this. Apparently, Quillen Selkild will announce he's fighting Beneil Dariush at 325. Okay. 325. Quillenstow killed May. He may just look at Dariush and he may fall over and kill over dead in the first couple seconds. I don't know. This is via Fox Sports Australia, so I'm gonna trust this. I'm gonna trust it. So we'll get Quillenstow killed in the rankings early next year, which will be good. That's good for the lightweight division. Have some youth. He's going quick, burning through people. So let's keep it going. So that's everything. You know, not the best thing ever. I'm not really. Oh, I'm not really impressed with the matchmaking. I would have done Volk Murphy or Volk Evlo. Everyone knows that was the right fight to make. They've really screwed this matchmaking, the UFC has, but they're fun fights. I'm not going to complain about the fight. I'm not going to be mad at Volker Lopez for taking this fight. I'm going to be mad at the UFC. I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to be a little mad at Gaethje because he's been a baby and he just got what he wanted. If he wins, by the way, he's not. He'll be the interim champ twice. I think so. Was he ever the champ? Beat Tony for the interim. Then lost to Habib. Yeah. I don't think he's ever been the real champ. Maybe he has once. I forgot. I get him and Dustin confused belt wise. But yeah. That's the video for today. I was gonna make how the promotion of the UFC died, which this promotion, the way they promoted this, is just gonna prove it even further. But I don't know. I'll make another video in an hour or two about this, but that's how it looks like for the first 2 months of 2026. Looks pretty stacked. Disappointed with how they did it, but I am excited for all these fights. They are bangers. All right, they're sick. And the thing is, I know Armin deserves it more, but he's a little baby. No, I'm just joking. I would have preferred Armin Gaethje. Armin Pimlet would have been a really fun matchup because you don't know how that would have gone. In my opinion, I may have even picked Pimlet for Armin. I don't know. Armin wasn't looking that good on the striking department. Like, I know it was against Dan Hooker, and Patty's a little more wild, and he strikes like he has autism or something, but I don't know. Be a fun fight. But yeah, that's UFC 324, 325. That's the promotion. They did it on, what is it? They did it on Thanksgiving. By the way, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Anyways, I'll see you later. Don't be funny, make some money by the numbers, not by the noise. By the numbers.